So first thing is I have to create a window, a project, a new project, and this is hand. So it is in the SEM4 folder, accept, and here in SEM4 hand part under source images folder, I'm just copying the reference image which I have. So I'll come to the top view here. So in top view, view image plane, import image. So I'm importing this hand image here, which you can see the hand image over here like this. I can increase the width and height of this one. By middle click, drag and drop, I can increase this. And alpha gain, I would like to make 0.5 so that I can see the image as well as my wireframes both. And I have to push this in y axis in image center y -50 so that I'm pushing this back here down. Otherwise, it will be on the grid. So now I select this, keep it in a layer, mention this as reference, and T for template, R for reference mode. This is in a reference mode so that I cannot select, but I can see while doing modeling. Okay. So very first thing is finger part, then the palm part. I'll show you how to create a finger model in a very simple steps. Okay, in a very simple steps. So once the fingers are done, then hand model is quite simple. And just like human anatomy means human torso and the body, what we have done, this particular model does have its own line flow, means particular line flow is there. So how does this, our hand functions? You can fold your fingers. uh, you can see there is one, two, three, three fold is there, you can do, right? So wherever fold is there, there multiple mesh will come, means multiple edge loops will come. This is thumb finger, index finger, middle finger, ring finger. This is little finger, or in industry this is called as pinky or little finger. Okay. So now I'm taking a poly modeling under this poly modeling shelf. Let me pick a cube. So make sure interactive creation is off. Under poly primitive, turn off interactive creation so that when you click on cube, you should get the cube on the grid. Okay. Now I'm placing this particular cube somewhere here. Now if you see, this cube, it does have subdivision, width, height, and depth only one. Okay. So I'm selecting all these three, the bottom subdivision, width, height, depth. I'm adding two so that you have mesh here. See, you have mesh. Okay. So I'm gonna scale this. So you have to place this cube at the start point of this finger, middle finger. Just place it over here. First, let us create a middle finger. Okay. Now, what I do, I come to perspective, F for focus. So if you see, this is a square, right? This cube is in a square shape, but you see, you look at your middle finger. It's not in a square shape. In what shape it is?
A cylinder.
A cylinder or circular, right? So what you have to do is right click, go to vertex mode, vertex. You have to select the corner vertexes. That means I'm selecting this three vertex, shift select this three, shift select this three, and this. So when you go to wireframe mode, you'll get to know you have selected, see, this three, this three, this three, and this three. Okay, I'll come in this mode also. See, you have selected It looks something like this, but basically in front view, when you see it should be something like this. Okay. Now what I do, R for scale, you scale this like this. That means instead of square shape, make it like this in global. This is the global one. After this, when you see in the top view, it will be something like this. This x-axis, z-axis, pull this a little bit down. Okay, like this. Got it?
Mhm.
It's something like this.
Yes.
And even you can, that's okay. It's fine. Something like this. Okay. Even I select the top, it is something like this. It should be. Okay. Now, if you see the particular model, it looks something like this. Okay. So now what I'll do, I select this particular vertex and I'm gonna place at this particular joint, knuckle. You call this as knuckle or joint. So I'm gonna place this here, this mesh over here, this one over here. Okay, it's like this. And this one, I would like to make it like this. And so this is the back of the finger, right? So you have to delete these faces. The 4 faces has to be deleted over here. Keep only this 4, front 4. Okay. Okay, one here. So now after this, shift right click, you can extrude this, extrude it up to here. So if you see in this finger on the front side also you have a knuckle here, but this particular area is gonna bend. So I'm gonna scale this a little bit down. Again, G is for repeat last tool, that is extrude. I place it over here. Okay, and I'm gonna make it bit smaller like this. Okay, after this one will come here like this. Something like this. Okay, so I have done it up to here. So the entire finger flow, it goes something like this. After this is the bottom side of the finger. I'm selecting this, little bit push this a little back, because you only look at your finger, how it is, the mid finger. At the bottom of the finger, there is a slope. It is not squarey shape. It is something like this, right? It's something like this. Later, we have to do the nail part, right? We have to do the nail part. So for that, what I'll do is, I'm in object mode. I go to mesh tool, in this insert edge loop, pick insert edge loop, and under mesh tool, pick insert edge loop, add one loop here where you have mesh this nail, right? So somewhere over there, up to there, you add. Okay, here. Okay, so after this part, you got it up to here. So after this, what I do, I select the top 2 faces, this top 2 faces where nail part has to come there in this area. shift right click. Shift right click. So just pull this, the x-axis part as well as a bit of y-axis part like this. Okay. Getting. So after this, again, one more time extrude. This is very important step. This z-axis part, blue line is, push this inside. Again, extrude. Repeat last tool, that is G. Pull this outside. Okay. Now, when you press 3, smooth mode, you got it. There's a mesh like this. Means you got the nail part. Since we have to make it softer, what we have to do is I'm going to add one more edge loop here under mesh tool, insert edge loop here. Okay. Like this. I'm going to add it like this. Okay. So even you can look over here. Now what I do, go to vertex part, select this. You can place it here. Select this. You can place it here. And this part like this. You can give it a shape. Okay. So after this, what I'll do, this knuckle part, I'm gonna go to mesh tools, insert edge loop, one here, one here. Similarly, one here, one here. Two mesh here, two mesh here, like this. Okay. Something like this. Okay. So after this, the vertex part, single vertex part, for example, here, the mid vertex is, here, 3. In this one has to be bit away from the center vertex, and this one has to be bit away. Similarly, here also, this is bit away. This has to go bit away. Then come to the bottom part. Here, this is the bottom part of the finger. I select this two edges and this two edges. Two edges, two edges. This has to be closer. This has to be closer. Again, I do the same thing here. These two, this has to be closer. Later, what I do, I select this two, the mid two edges, the mid two edges. This has to go bit down. And here also, the mid two edges has to go bit down. Okay. Whereas here, the mid vertex, here mid vertex has to come up. Mid vertex has to come up. Okay. I think it's fine. So I select this, edit, delete by type, history. Why? Because there is a lot of history has been drawn for this particular model. Go to edit, delete by type, history. Then I select this. I think history is deleted. Press 3. Look, the finger part is ready. Right? You can see this part and see the bottom part. You have this detail also, right? Any
Yeah.
doubts up to here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Great. So now once one finger is ready, once one finger is ready, delete history, you can do it, you can duplicate and you can do the other fingers as well. I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to place this here, and I am rotating this finger up to here. So compared to middle finger, index finger is little bit smaller, very little. So overall global scale, I'm just making it something like this up to here. Then you have to arrange these things. Place where the joints or the knuckle part is, you have to place it over there. And I think this is also fine. Just do the placements, okay? Then in the position wise, this will be little bit down in the placement wise, very little down compared to the position of the middle finger. Now again, I'm selecting the middle finger and I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to place it for the ring finger and I'm going to rotate this up to here. Just check the rotation part and scale it globally. You have to match only the nails part, then automatically rest all other will fall in place. Okay, now okay, now the ring finger is also done. So the ring finger has to be a little bit even more down compared to index. First mid in the height wise, middle finger will be there. If you see in this view, middle finger, index finger, ring finger, that's how it is. Okay, again I select this mid finger, I duplicate this and I'm gonna place it here, rotate this, place it here, smaller. This has to be smaller like this. Okay, I think this is fine. Then the vertex part, something like this. This part is like this. Okay. And this one will be even more down like this. And this will be a bit rotated like this. This also bit rotated like this. This also bit rotated. This is fine. Rest all is fine. Now when I select all this and press 3, you have 4 fingers ready, which is something like this. Okay. But if you notice here, I haven't done the nails part. This is a female hand. So you have a nail, right? Which is extruded. That part I'll show you how to do later. So now we have done a cleanup for the nail. It looks something like that. Let's see. So the next is after this, I select again middle finger. I'm going to duplicate this. This is a bit tricky. The thumb finger one. I'll show you how to do. First, you rotate it the way how it has to come. something like this. You rotate this like this. Okay, bit rotation like this. Then right click, go to faces, select all these faces, deselect these faces. You have to select all this face because you have only one bend here, knuckle only one. So delete all this. Then modify center pivot. Check the position part here. Now, if you notice, thumb finger will be bit rotated. It won't be like this. You need to rotate this like this. Thumb finger is rotated like this. Okay. Then I think this is fit. This fits here. I'm selecting this. This has to be something like this over here. And I have to pick one more edge loop and placing it here. Something like this. After this, this one has to be down. This has to be even more down. And this has to be like this. Okay. Understood? See, it looks realistic. Totally, we have created this finger part. Just look at your fingers. Okay. Just look at your finger. It will look something like this only. But anyhow, we have to do the texturing part, then only it looks realistic. So for now, we have created a detailed and finger model. Any doubts up to here, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Will you be able to do up to here these fingers? Then I'll do the palm part.
Yes, sir.
Try to complete this 5 fingers. Okay. Make sure, see,
Okay.
this is a simple model. This is not much complicated. Very simple. Watch the video step by step. Okay. Just create the fingers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the next class, I'll complete this hand model. In this, lot of a simple, I don't say complicated line flow. A simple line flow is there. Simple to moderate line flow is there. That it is easy to understand. We'll complete the hand modeling in the next session. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
sir. Thank you.
Okay. I'll upload the video in some time. Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
sir.
sir.
Okay, guys. Bye. Take care.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
You
sir.
too.
Bye.